Hi and welcome back. This is our third video and we will be making sloppy joes. The total cost is $16.10 without tax. Let's begin our mealtime minutes on grain.
Hello, I'm Maureen Millette, registered dietitian, and this is my next mealtime minute. Previously, I've spoken of an overview of my plate, also both fruits and vegetable groups and the dairy group. Now I will look at the grain group. A grain is a small, hard seed from cereal grasses. This is why the group is often referred to as the cereal group. What are grains? I have a list, and next to it, I have many grain names. Try different grains. There are so many besides just rice and wheat. Quinoa is a grain high in protein. Note that there are refined grains, enriched grains, and whole grains. Science shows that whole grains are best. Here's a sample menu for a day. Please notice the fruits and vegetables and dairy mentioned and the whole grains meet the recommended number of servings per my plate. So starting off the day with a whole grain cereal with milk and strawberries and a whole grain toast with cheese. Whole grain tortilla chicken wrap with veggies, 1 medium peach, a cup of yogurt. 1 cup whole grain spaghetti with 6 meatballs, which would be 3 ounces, 3/4 of a cup of tomato sauce, a vegetable salad with a plain yogurt and apricots for dessert. Whole grains contain all the edible parts of the grain. Refined grains only have the starch. But whole grains have the germ and the bran and the starch. The Whole Grain Council has started giving grains the stamp at the top. This is a basic stamp and given for any product that is 50% or less for whole grains. There are 2 other stamps, one for 50% and another for 100%. 100% means all the grains used are whole grains. Any product made with grain and has at least 8 grams of whole grain or more can apply for the basic stamp. What is lost when grains are refined? They have a lower protein, lower fiber, lower magnesium, manganese, potassium, vitamin E, vitamin B6. Many grains are enriched, and so the B vitamins are added back in. Whole grains have 3 parts, and refined grains only have 1. Refined grains have removed both the germ and the bran. Whole grains will have the germ, which is the powerhouse of nutrition, and the bran, which provides fiber. New dietary guidelines will suggest Americans eat more fiber. Alas, as of now, most are eating less than half the amount suggested. The guidelines have not been published yet. Probiotics, which have been in the news and people are aware of, are suggested for digestive health. Science has shown that the probiotics need prebiotics in order to thrive. Remember to look at the food label and look for the word whole in the ingredient list. Without that word, you are missing out on the bran and the germ. The amount of grains you need will change based on your age, sex, and activity level. This is the suggested amount needed for a daily total based on sex and age. These numbers are for people who get 30 minutes or less of physical activity each day. If you are more active, the grain group provides carbohydrates, which are the most readily available fuel for exercise. Please remember to make half your choices whole grain. Depending on your activity level, just increasing 1 serving could be enough. These are adult servings. Until a child is 8 or 9 years, you should plan about half this to be a serving. Some kids might need more, and definitely younger kids might need less than half a serving. Just know that food producers have increased the serving size. Even though you are only eating 1 bagel, that bagel might be 4 or 5 ounces, which is a 4 or 5 ounce serving. Gluten is a protein found in specifically wheat, barley, rye, and triticale. And triticale is a wheat hybrid. That is what helps bread hold its shape when it rises and gives it the elastic feel to wheat products. About in 2010, Americans began to eliminate gluten from their diet for various reasons. Many thought it an easy way to lose weight. What happened in most cases, people started to eat the correct number of grain servings, 5 or 6 for women and 6 to 8 for men, and as a result of that, lost weight. If you choose to go gluten-free, tell your doctor and dietitian there are still plenty of grains you can eat. Just know that most don't need a gluten-free diet. I'm Maureen Millette, and this is my Mealtime Minute.
Here are the ingredients for our sloppy joe recipe, which I've also attached in the description box below. First off, we have half a cup of tomato sauce, 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce, 3/4 cup of chopped tomato, 1/4 cup of chopped onion, 3 whole grain hamburger buns, 1/4 cup of green bell peppers, half a cup of shredded carrot, and a pound of ground turkey. And our final ingredient, Pam. First off, we're going to take our cooking spray and we're going to coat the pan with some oil. Then we will turn the element to medium-high and wait until the oil has nicely heated up. Now that the oil is all heated up, we will now add the chopped onions, the shredded carrot, and last but not least, the chopped green peppers into the pan. We're going to cook it for around 4 minutes. It's been 4 minutes and we're now going to go ahead and add the ground turkey. Now that the meat is added, I'm just going to mash it around so everything is well mixed together and the meat is filled with the vegetables that I sauteed earlier. It's Q&A time. Welcome back to Q&A time. Our third guest, Ellen, asks, how can you tell when your meat is done cooking? You want to look at the color of the meat. It starts off pink, but towards the end when it's completely cooked, it should be brown. In general, ground meat does tend to cook quickly, and in this recipe, I cook this ground meat on simmer for 7 minutes. Now that the meat is all done cooking, I'm going to now add the tomato sauce, tomatoes, and barbecue sauce. We're going to now stir it around so we can equally incorporate everything we just added. And then after that, we're just going to let it sit and cook by itself for an additional 10 minutes. I added a cover so the meat will maintain its moisture while the sauce is thickening. To finish up, just add the sloppy joe meat into the hamburger buns, and then you're all ready to start enjoying.